Today I'm going to show you how to integrate an Azure DevOps pipeline into ALM Octane. So this is basically my pipeline I have in Azure DevOps. It is executing a Maven build, which again executes a few number of test cases based on JUnit and a bit of Selenium, and publishing the results. So that's it, nothing more. And on top of it, I've also configured a default agent for Azure, which is watching for, listening for jobs and executing if there are any. So let's see if this job is being executed, and then we will go into the integration with the ALM Octane. So I will just run it now, and it should create a new build number, which is number 14. Now it's trying to connect basically with the agent. So let's see, self-hosted agent, something is working. So it connected to the agent, and now it's checking out the source code, executing the Maven build, and publishing the test results. It will also execute 2 Selenium tests, which will just launch a browser, go to microfocus.com and close the browser again. So here, this is the first one. And now it should enter microfocus.com and close it again. And the second one will do the same. Again, opens the browser, executes microfocus.com and close the browser again. So looks like our pipeline is working. The test cases are being executed. And as a next step, I want to show you how to integrate this Azure DevOps pipeline into ALM Octane. And for sure, we would like to integrate it into this area, which is the pipelines module of Octane. So before we get started, we need to configure the pipeline and download the right CI plugin. So let's go over there. It's under the DevOps section in CI servers. You can see here you have different download options for Jenkins, TeamCity, Bamboo, TFS, GoCD, GitLab, and Azure DevOps in the cloud. So what I will do is I will download the plugin for TFS, as my Azure DevOps is an on-premise version 2019. So let's go here, and it should redirect me to the marketplace of Micro Focus. And if I scroll down, I can see here the version I need. I can click on Get It, and it should download the file directly from GitHub, which is good. So once downloaded, extract the file and run the setup.exe file here. As I have already installed it, it should ask me to repair it. You will go to next, and install. I will for now cancel it because it's already installed on my machine. So let's cancel it here. Once it's installed, you can close it, and it will start automatically the service, and it will open the default browser and go to the local installation area, which will be 4567, the local service where it is running on the pod. And then we need to enter different data. So first of all, the ALM Octane URL, including the workspace. We need to enter the client ID and client secret. Let me show you where to get these two in ALM Octane. So as I'm currently on my shared my workspace, I need to go to the space level. And on that space level, I can now go to the API access, which is here. And on the API access, I can create a new API key with the role CI/CD. This one gives the project assignment. So we have the right project where this API key should have access to. And then you generate and enter the data of the API key directly in the client ID and client secret. And then for Azure DevOps, we need similar things. So we need a personal access token. and the URL. So the URL is default without anything. So it's just the server name HTTP colon slash and just the server name and colon and the port name of your Azure DevOps, and that's it. And the personal access token you can generate basically in Azure from your user profile. You go to security. In security, you can see here personal access token, and here you can see I have already 2 tokens. So the one which ALM Octane CI is the one I will use now for connecting to ALM Octane. So let's do it. I will do a test connection here. After you have entered all this, this is something which is defined by the plugin, so don't change it. It is unique ID for the instance. You can change it if you want, but leave it. It's default. It will not harm you. Let's click on test connection. So validation pass. So configuration validated successfully. And now we can go into ALM Octane to see if we are able to see the Azure DevOps server. So here we can now go to DevOps section. And in the DevOps section, currently we don't have any entry, but now I will enter here a new name. And after you have connected, you should be able to see here your CI server, which is in this case TFS Azure DevOps on-premise. Select this one and add it. And after adding this, you can see it is connected in ALM Octane. And I can also directly go from here to the Azure pipelines. However, the next step is to add the pipeline in ALM Octane and run it from Octane. So now you can see it looks a bit different, and I get access to this menu. So I will add a pipeline. I can select the CI server, which is connected. And from the CI server, it will extract and get all the pipelines and jobs you have configured and will show it here. So I have only one job configured in Azure DevOps, so that's why it shows only one. And you can also set other configuration, like for which release is it, for which milestones, type of pipeline. So currently I don't have configured any release milestone or types. So let's click on save here, and the pipeline is added. So now every time the pipeline is executed, either from Azure DevOps or from ALM Octane, we will get the info in ALM Octane. So let's run it maybe directly from ALM Octane. So if I hit here on run, you can see it has started. And in Azure DevOps, I should be able to see something is going on. Let's go to the pipelines module. I can see that the pipeline with the number 15 has been started. I will go on to it. The agent is already connected. It is executing now my test, which I'm running with the Maven. So it's executing the test runner, starting the browser, going to microfocus.com, and closing the browser again. So once all the test cases are executed, we will be able to see them in ALM Octane directly. You will have a summary there, and you can assign those test cases to different areas, to different application modules you have defined maybe already in ALM Octane. You can bring manual testing and automated testing together into one single repository and get all the pipeline insights directly embedded in ALM Octane. So here it's completed. Here I can see that something is going on still. So let me open everything so we can see here the pipeline jobs. I'll just click on refresh in order to get the project refreshed. So now I can see it has executed all the test cases, and I can see also the number of test cases which are failed. I'm not sure what happens here. Yeah, now it's refreshed. 2 test cases are failed, and I can see them here. I also see, if I click here on the report, I can see the stack trace, why the test cases failed. Here the same. So the calculation was false. I was expecting 2 and received 4. So this is how we will get all the test artifacts in ALM Octane. And this can be very useful as we are also capturing the whole history of an execution run with these runs again and again. So it will you will get some very nice capabilities in ALM Octane. Also when it comes to analytics and execution reports, problematic tests and so on. But that was the integration we wanted to show you, which is completed with this execution of the pipeline. Yeah, that's it from my side.